Oh golly gee whiz, I'm super excited, guys. Okay, so we unlocked the last, at the end of the last Let's Play Raskulls Mega Challenges video. We unlocked that section, the final section that requires 20 tokens. So we got past that, obviously, because we've beaten the game. We have enough tokens. And now we are starting these challenges. These ones are pretty hard. What you're watching here is we have to complete 8 laps, and it's a checkpoint challenge, right? So time is at a minimum, and it's constant struggle the whole time. Basically, you don't want to screw up. This one took me, probably 30 or 40 minutes just to beat this one finally, and to get a run of that. Or footage of me doing that. The thing is, okay, first of all, moving through these blocks. One, you want to basically find the path of least resistance, right? So the fewest blocks, because every block you destroy adds a couple milliseconds to your time, which honestly on this one matters because they really don't give you much time to play with. You can see I'm beating those checkpoints by a second, if that, in some cases. So and that's just by, without screwing up. If you get like crushed or something, or you hesitate in any way, it's pretty hard to recover. And as well, you probably saw, moving through the water, that's where you want to use your frenzy, because that's what you have to move through it. There's no way around it, and it slows you down quite a bit, so use your frenzy for that. Now this is the final one. Sorry, I have a neighbor. I live in an apartment building, so I actually have lots of neighbors, and I'm pretty sure the one next to me, like adjacent to my bedroom, I was told by some Irish lady, which is pretty funny, that he's an alcoholic. And the one night I actually heard him yelling to some lady, I don't know if his wife or girlfriend or something, but partner, I'm assuming, because he's yelling at her for buying a car that was more expensive than his pension. So, and he was, pretty furious and calling her stuff. So I don't know what I should do. Maybe give me some hints in the comments. What do you do in a situation like this where I'm the neighbor and I hear this stuff? It doesn't really bother me to hear it, but I'm kind of thinking, like, I hope he doesn't, like, isn't some kind of serial killer or something. Anyways, so yeah, he was just yelling. I could hear him yelling. He does that every once in a while. This one is tricky because they give us a time limit, right? So that obviously limits how much time we're allowed to think at each step before each block. Like, you're rushing pretty quickly, and the problem with that on this one is, well, it's a big level, and you have to climb your way up to the top, which isn't technically, like, normally that's not a problem. It's just like, you don't want to destroy too many blocks to make your descension? I always mix them up. But basically, you don't want to remove so many blocks that you can't physically get to these certain permanent platforms where the grass and the earth is, right? So it kind of makes it tricky. You have to be very selective with what you're destroying, but you're doing everything on the fly. So it's almost like a trial and error one. If you beat this on your first go, praise Allah, you are a god, because it took me, again, a lot of tries. And you can see I'm still struggling because I'm going so fast. I keep getting squashed by blocks because you don't have time to think everything through. Fortunately, in this one, getting squashed isn't a big deal. You don't have a limit to how many zaps. It's just purely time-based. And you can see how down to the wire it is. I'm beating it by, what, I end up at like 8 seconds or something. Not even. Wow. 5 seconds. That was a close one. And that was after several attempts where I kind of learned somewhat of the path you should go down. So, yes. And now, okay, we get get Mr. Moneybags, or Pompous as they call him, as a download or an unlocked character. And now we play the same level again. However, I actually find this one to be easier than the time one. Maybe it might be a little more frustrating just because, or I shouldn't say frustrating, but just like after I played the time trial one, I'm just like, okay, I want to be done with this level. I don't want anything to do with it right now. But basically, we can't get squashed, which, as you saw in my last attempt, the time trial one, I got squashed 3 ways to Sunday. Like every other block I destroyed, it resulted in me getting squashed by a falling one. So, but fortunately, again, we know this level now. We've played through it rushed, so we know the best way to go, generally, if you can remember. That's the thing, when you're flying through this level, you don't actually like record in your brain just how exactly you did it. You're just thankful that you actually did it. Oh my goodness. But it's easier just because you get more time to think about stuff. But that doesn't mean it's gonna be a cakewalk. Oh man, I could go for some cake right about now. Oh man, cake. I don't, I'm not really too much of a sweets person, to be honest. Like, where I work for a company that develops various power generating facilities, right? Wind, solar, hydroelectric, and natural gas. And I actually used to work, or I still kind of do, but work specifically at one of these facilities during the construction phase. It's in a place called, or town called Thorold, which is near Niagara Falls on the Canadian side, if you guys know what I'm talking about. You know, that place that's like a wonder of the world or something. I don't know, it's just a bunch of water falling over a cliff or something. Anyways, at this place I used to, I had a bowl of those Jelly Belly jelly beans. You know, the ones that like 30 some odd different flavors or 40 different flavors. And I just put them in a bowl on my desk. So, because people would always come in and chill and chat with me. Like, they like to chat with me, because I like to talk, in case you guys don't know this already. And they'd always eat them, and they'd always be like, Mikey, how do you not eat these? Like, they're sitting on your desk. How do you have this willpower? And it's like, well, it's not really willpower, just I'm not a huge sweets guy. I mean, there's a few things that I'm crazy about when it comes to chocolate or candy or whatever, but most of those things are actually things that are homemade by my mom. She does really awesome baking. And so basically after Christmas now I'm trying to cut back on everything, because I just go crazy for all her baked goods. Rum balls, marshmallow peanut butter squares, midnight mints. Oh geez Louise. It's just like, you feel better about eating it because it's homemade. It's not like super full of refined sugar, but I know that's not really an excuse, but you know, she bakes all this stuff and she expects you to eat it, and just like, why not? But so actually, tell me what are your favorite sweets, chocolate, whatever. I don't care if it's a chocolate bar, if it's a type of pie, type of cake, any kind of sweet sort of thing. Nothing salty, unless maybe it was a chocolate covered pretzel, because those are salty and sweet. So I'll allow that, but you can't say something just like potato chips, because that doesn't count. Your favorite sweet thing, let me know in the comments, because you never know, maybe one day I'll be in the convenience store and I'll be like, hey, little Tommy in my comments section said I should try some Hershey's something rather caramel, and I will. So let me know, guys. Oh boy. And fortunately, if you're still watching this, we're getting pretty darn close to finishing this this level, which is good, because this is not particularly exciting to watch. I apologize for that. I mean, this one was hard and the previous one was hard, but they actually get more exciting too as we go. So it's not just difficult, but it's really fun. So now this is where I'm just like taking a 5-second breather. I'm like, holy crap, holy shit, I've made it almost all the way. Don't screw up, because that's the time you hate to screw up the most, is right when you're just before you accomplish something. You don't care if you screw up right at the beginning, because, well, you can restart and you basically no time lost. But to have to do this over again is just a major discouragement. Major. But at the same time, I hate seeing stuff unfinished, so eventually I'll get around to it. But no, I beat this one. I own it like it's my puppy dog, bitch. Yay! So guys, that is it for all of the bonus levels and mega challenges for Chapter 1. And they only get harder from here on out. So you can see the whole path is like spreading like some kind of virus or something. That's just saying we've beaten absolutely everything in Chapter 1. So I'm just taking a little walk around, check it all out, but yep, everything's done. So come back in a day and we'll have Chapter 2 mega challenges started up, and you're gonna love it because I love you and you love me. Peace out.